What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Brian, and this is Country Boy Archaeology again, part 2 of Am I Right, Am I Wrong? Popol Vuh. Now, I don't know how many people have actually watched the Popol Vuh Mayan creation myth animated full version. This is not my video, but I do recommend it if you do want to know what's in these stones, because that is where I figured out mainly what this was, and I'm gonna tell you why and how. In this particular scene here, this is Seven McCall. Now he is known as the false sun and moon, and if you will look right here, in his eye is a gem. That's supposed to be the bright gem, right? Now they wanted to shoot Seven McCall because he was false and get rid of him, so they shot him in his jaw, right? Now, after they shoot him in his jaw, he goes to the elders. The elders come to him and they tell him that, well, the only thing they do is work on teeth and eyes, which they call jaw bugs, which I'm guessing is cavities, and eyes. So he says, please don't take my eyes, because that's what makes me a lord or a king, right? So the elders trick him and they take his eye and his teeth, and the sun goes dark. Now I believe that is the 3 days of darkness that the Bible talks about, right? You really have to watch this. Good stuff. But back to the faces. Now, this is a macaw parrot, and in his mouth is a gem. This is the macaw parrot. If you see the beak comes down here, is how you always identify where the parrot's at. You kind of hold him at this rock in just an angle and you'll see him. But in his beak, nevertheless, is a gem. And it has been put there. Not by me. I'm not sure if that's a garnet or what it is. Right? Now, when you look at your little faces that everyone has, right? Now, you will have one side. This side is the face here. Now, if you look, faces in stone, so there's always this big diamond-shaped eye. You see this big eye? It's very exaggerated here. I'm going to fill it in just a little, but that is actually in the stone. Now, if you look right here, this is a conch shell. If you look at it as a whole, right? It's a conch shell. But the face is on this side. Now, this side of the stone would have been painted very bright colors. All of this right here, this red and orange and stuff, would have been very bright. Remember, this is the sun side and the bright side. There's always a bright side of the stone and there's always a dark side of the stone. Here again, you can see the face. You can clearly see the eye and his teeth down here on this side. Now, they shot him in his jaw, which is missing, right? Okay. Now, if you look right here, this would have been shiny side, and this would have been the dark side. As you can tell, it's dark. Now, his eye, if you can tell, these little notches in here, and it is diamond shaped, but you're looking at it from one side of the diamond instead of both sides. But there's the eyelashes you talked about, RJ, which I think was a way of showing brightness. So this would have been the bright side of the stone, right? They also shot him in his jaw. You see the place in the jaw. Now, they tricked him and took out his eyes and his teeth. That would have been the dark side of the stone. And that's when the sun went dark for 3 days. Or when the sun does go dark for 3 days, because it does that on a regular basis, on resets, as we know in the Bible, which all of these stories I say is where the Bible come from. Why? This predates the Bible. They took out his eye. They took out his teeth. Right? They took out his eye. It is gone. He no longer has teeth. They took out his eye, and you can see he no longer has teeth. Right? Same on this stone, the teaching stone. If you turn it, this would have been his eye. You see this big triangle place? This would have been his nose, and that's the gem. Right? Now when you turn it around, boom. The gem goes away. This will be dark side of the stone. There's the little mouth. His nose comes up. And his eye, if you look, is very exaggerated and has a little hole in it where they took it out. Now I'm thinking that's where your clay packs may come in, faces in stone. Either in the Popol Vuh story, it says they took out his eye and they replaced it with a speck of white. I believe is what it was. I'm thinking it was clay or something of that sort. But that is what I say. I say it's Popol Vuh. If you haven't watched it, please watch it. Like I said, not my video. I'm just come across it, and it's really been a source of information. In it tells of a rat. It tells of owl. It tells, just watch it. It tells of the flood. It tells of the Virgin Mary. It tells of, it is the Bible before the Bible. Okay? And you have to think about these stones right here. Why they will not acknowledge them is they have done away with the Native Americans. They took the Native Americans away from the kids, and they took the kids and they taught them Christianity. Their whole history was lost and erased, and they were replaced as savages. These were not people, were not savages. They were very peaceful people. And arrowheads, like they say, the true arrowhead is new as far as artifacts go. Why is it new? Because they didn't have to fight until the white man got here and started colonizing and wanting to take their land. But they're not going to recognize it because they've erased all of them. Do you know how many millions and millions and millions of artifacts and how many mounds there was in the United States? This is the old world. I don't care what nobody says. The United States is the old world. It is older than Europe. But that's my belief on, this video's going to run long enough on why I think it's Mayan. Tell me what you think down below. Faces in stone, I'm trying to figure out this Discord stuff. I know y'all got a Discord and stuff going on, but I ain't got a clue how to do that. But I'll YouTube it or Google it and get back with you on that. But till next time, Country Boy Archaeology, peace out.